I'm going back into my grind my gear. That's what grinds my gear. People leave your comments. I guess I'm just going to turn the comments off of my videos because it just irritates me. We got some Mexican beaner. It's my sister's boyfriend, Spanish talking little Mexican, leaving his, sexual comments and, calling me a woman. You're the bitch. You're the woman, dude. You're the one that's got a pussy between your legs, not me, And then my son's, my son. Not I couldn't stand the stink in there if I went in his lobby or his apartment, you know what I mean? Them guys are nasty, you know that, right? And black people don't take a bath. Oh my God. They get these what they call ringworms in their head. Oh my God. And to talk about lice. Oh my God. And the women are just as nasty. Oh God, no. I was like, what the? Oh. They stink that bad? Oh. And their clothes are probably all just, ugh, Oh my God. Yeah, I had one of them. Mexican, and he's got a bunch of my neighbor's Mexican, and he's got a bunch of his friends living there with him. So yeah. And black people don't take a bath. Oh my God. They get these what they call ringworms in their head. Oh my God. And to talk about lice. Oh my God. Somebody else. It's probably not even his kid. Somebody else bothered him, wasn't his kid, Probably didn't end up with a half black and half white kid or something, Horse show. Another lie.
Is it a 49? 51. You don't even know the fucking years of them.
You can hear the two Dagos in the background.
That's a 50.
You can hear both of them.
Alright, you guys. So like I told you guys that we're going to start getting a schedule here on both these channels. Because I'm not going to be Barry. And so with that being said, go to the community page if you want the scheduling for lives and regular videos. It's going to be a regular video. So, Dad, I am about to fucking blow your mind with the level of stupidity. This right here was a year ago. And I never watched this one. But he mentioned my buddy Jeff, my buddy David. And we're about to show how smart Barry is. But then how sinisterly he tried to lie. Even though he knows what they mean.
Alright guys. You're welcome back with us at Beaver Sun Garage. And we welcome you back. And you're welcome to come and watch. We've had a couple developments recently, and of course one of them was, a tremendous truck accident I was involved in. And the insurance company paid me pretty well for the truck, was, there it is under the blue tarp, what's left of it. I got to keep it. I had to pay $900 to keep the truck, but they paid.
All right, Barry's not going to go into what he got, but I'm going to let you guys know because fuck it, why not? What the insurance company paid me for the Corvette, out of the Corvette, was around $8,000. It was more than that. It was more than that, but I had to pay them $1,600 to keep the Corvette. Then I sold the Corvette for $2,500, so I got my money. Basically, I leased the Corvette. Plus, got my money back out of it. Barry's not telling you because Barry didn't make anything off the deal. At all. He didn't make anything. Because Barry had more than fucking $900 in that truck. So, that's why Barry's not going to tell you guys.
Well, for the damages to the truck and the stuff I had in the back. Well, now they're not wanting to, talk about the personal injury. I'm not getting any response. I called them and they're like, well...
Barry, the first day you called them about this stuff, they would have wanted to talk to you about that. They would have set you up with somebody that deals with that. As they're doing with me. Buddy. So another lie.
That's going to be so-and-so's...
Except the insurance company from this lady that hit me, they tried to do some really shady shit. Before I went to a doctor, they offered me like $2,000 and $15,000 worth of medical bills.
They said, we'll give you $2,000 right now, just free money. Don't worry about it. And then we'll put $15,000 up in a bank account for medical bills for future.
Hard man, I haven't called you. Well, you haven't called me. And he still hasn't called me. So, in the meantime, I've gotten numerous letters from Goodby Law.
And you didn't take any of them. You're an idiot.
Westchester Group.
But you fucked yourself. I go out there and run around the ride more. We got to the fucking wreck. Talking about you're hurt. Trying to scam somebody. You're either hurt or you're not. You're not hurt.
Attorney at Law.
Shut the fuck up.
Brian Cable Law. Attorney at Law. Law, this is Kevin something or another.
Can't read it.
Another one here. You even got a crash report in it. I got crash reports in all of these.
Hey Barry, I got one of them. I had to pay $20 for mine, but
Gregory S. Young. And here's his crash report. Here's this guy's crash report. Whoever this guy is. Let's see what he is.
I think mine's in the truck.
There he is.
How are you going to settle a personal injury claim 2 weeks after the wreck?
Vicky.
Exactly.
You ain't injured.
Never heard of him. He's in Cincinnati anyway. But here's
You
his
got a couple
crash report.
$1,000.
Just like the other
Here's
one.
what we're about to talk about.
Is there-
Pay attention to when Barry shows his side of the document, because these are going to be two separate documents. You're going to have her information, which Barry shows her address and everything, and his information.
Put out by the State Patrol. And we had a guy that I thought was my little brother heckling me, and come find out it wasn't. But David, you were rude. You know, you don't come on somebody's YouTube channel and say, you didn't show us proof. You wrote 20 times, you know.
You didn't wrote 20
times.
What's
And
your
I'm
next
about to
story?
prove that even more than I already
Here
have.
it is. Information, State Highway Patrol. I'm Van Thompson.
That would have been your officers.
That's like the first page. I don't really know what that is, but here I am. Barry Beamer.
Now look, Barry knows what this means.
That's not what that means, son. It's not.
Overturn rollovers.
No, that's
That would
number
have been
20
number-
on the list,
That would have been
asshole.
number one. If it was overturned rollover, it would say
It would have
1-1.
number 1 in that spot.
It's right there. It's
Dumb
plain
son of a
green.
bitch.
Here's a lady that I think this is a cop that
Now
wrote
look,
it up.
look.
Nope, this is the
Wait
lady
for
that
this.
hit me.
Shows her address.
A. Davidson.
Besides that point.
Is a girl, and she calls number 2.
See?
Look where Barry's finger is.
Hold on,
Look
stop.
below it.
No, listen, he literally just says she calls number 2 and jumps over to the list to show you number 2. He knows what that 20 means.
Now look down. Look below his finger. 20.
No, that.
None of that would have to do with Barry's shit.
And this is her.
That would mean she would roll over 20 times.
And I'm over here.
Huh?
That's all the same
And
shit. Both crash reports are the same. One's for her, one's for him. Their crash only happens one way.
Right there. Number 1, none. So I did nothing wrong. It was this girl that caused the accident. The front page here, I don't know what that is. I guess that's the cop.
It would only say the
The
rollover
numbers
on
are the
Barry's.
same on both of them. If
Yeah.
you rewind and look,
Yeah.
the numbers are the same on both of them. Yeah, so there's one crash report. There's one crash that happens, and it happens a certain way.
Anyways, I did roll over 20 times.
No, you didn't.
You
Boom.
made
Proved it.
kind
You're
of
a fucking liar again.
And you know you're lying because you point to number 2 and go to number 2 on the list.
Worded it.
That's what makes it worse.
You know, we said we rolled 20 times, and we got that from the State Patrol. Okay.
See, now he's trying to cop out. He don't know exactly how many times he rolled.
We don't know how many times we rolled. I really don't remember. It was just such a
You might have.
traumatic.
You rolled on your side. You might have rolled over one time and stopped.
It's all
That's
blur
it.
now. You know. I know I rode a bunch of times
Listen to this.
in that truck, and the coppers, the State Patrol, who knows more than me or you or anybody else. In my
But I got
opinion, those
eyes.
guys
You're not
are
going to watch the NASCAR race.
picked out for the state.
How could the cop tell you rolled 20 times anyways?
Right.
Was he there witnessing it?
Did they have it on camera and count the rolls? I mean,
Trooper job.
you didn't
And
roll
that's
more
just a
than once,
random,
dude.
Joe.
You rolled
Joe
once on your
Dirt's
side and
gonna be
slid.
a State trooper. These guys are
Listen to
have
this.
to be a certain height, have to be a certain IQ, have to be a certain weight. They have to be.
No. Google the qualifications to be a state trooper in Ohio, Indiana, wherever. None of what Barry's saying is the qualifications.
They have to meet all this criteria.
Think about this. Barry's saying that one of the qualifications to be a state trooper is a height. Now, here's my question to you guys. So you have a 5'2" Barry Beamer walking there, if Barry Beamer had a brain. You have a 6'4" version of me. They discriminate on Barry's height and do not hire him. He meets all the other qualifications, but he did just because of his height. that would open them to a lawsuit.
It would literally be illegal for you to look at second high because you're not tall enough.
I say they know better than anybody. And, you know, this particular officer was an older state patrolman.
What's sad
so he's been on a job a long while.
Listen, Barry, how you don't remember you rolling 20 times, but you remember that it was an older state trooper and everything that caught you up in this shit.
Well, and we're pretty sure he knows what he's doing. At least I believe he knows what he's doing. You know, there was a young couple.
God damn, dude. Look at that bed.
Yeah, it's rough, that's for sure, man.
Up there, too. There was 2 state patrols. The older cop, he's the one that wrote it up, and he was pretty cool. You know, I like the young guy, too. He don't usually say stuff like that. I usually don't really, you know, particularly like.
Again, you say you don't remember anything, but then you remember the cops. What they look like.
Police officers. But these guys are cool. And they did their job. The old guy said, I cited her for, you know, causing the accident, sir. And I said, thank you, you know. Because she caused the accident. But, you know, David, we do apologize for blocking you. Unfortunately, we didn't realize how they're doing it now. It's not just blocking their comments. They can't even go to the YouTube channel now and see my
You are fucking
videos.
stupider than
So,
shit.
I'm
About
gonna
as
get
dumb
your
as you
son
saying,
Jeff
look, this
on the
means I rolled
PlayStation
20 times and then breaking
See
out
if
her
he
report
can't
saying,
send me your
look, this
YouTube
is number
name
2,
again
and you're
and
jumping over
spell it
number 2 on
out
the list saying means
so
number
I can
2.
unblock
saying,
you,
I mean,
undo that. But, you know, you got to be careful what you say because I'm going to instantly get offended, especially when I think
Let's hear that again. Let's hear that again. Barry just admitted how thin-skinned he is.
and spell it out so I can unblock you, undo that. But, you know, you got to be careful what you say because I'm going to instantly get offended, especially when I think it's coming from the real Matt and not a Karen Matt. And, of course, you were acting like a Karen Matt and you were acting like the real Matt and just like my little brother would do.
You say your brother... Get this.
What kind of apology is this anyway? Hold on. What kind of apology is this, dude? I mean, you are one of them bitch-made motherfuckers. This is called a backhanded apology is what this is. I'm sorry I blocked you, man. I thought you was mad. I mean, it's cool, man. I'm going to unblock you. But you was acting like a motherfucking punk. You was acting like a bitch. I mean, shut the fuck up. That's what I mean, dude. You are such a punk.
Well, think about that. Think about the logic in this. Matt means nothing to him. Matt's opinion does not matter of him. But yet, he thought it was Matt and got that butthurt. That tells your brother that his opinion of you does matter.
So I assumed, you know, you were him. And assume starts with ASS. So, yeah, that's my bad. So,
That's I mean, my bad, but you would still be a bitch to me, dude.
Dad and apologize to Jeff's dad. But we did roll 20 times, Jeff, and you know, your
You're
dad.
fucking so retarded, dude. When
Well,
you say that, if you would just realize how stupid
I think
you
I'm going to
sound.
Google
That was
NASCAR
right up by a
race
state
was
patrol,
over with
and
and
he said,
show
Yeah, I
20
mean,
times by the
I'm surprised
distance
nobody's done that yet.
where
Yeah,
the
I
vehicle
mean,
and the wreck actually happened. The wreck happened, and where my
count the
vehicle
rollovers at
landed
200 mile an hour.
And he walked it off and counted off. He said 20 rolls. Now, who am I to, you know,
That's not all how it
disregard
happens.
what
They
a
don't
state
walk
trooper
shit up.
says? You know, they said it was 20 rolls. He said it was, you can take it to the bank, okay? I know that for a fact. You know, these guys aren't.
Barry
you know,
thought by him saying
First of all, an average state cop is not a
Crime
accident
scene.
recreation officer. They got actual for serious accidents. They have recreation people that come out and actually do that. I mean, you are so fucking stupid. Walked it off. You mean he got the wheel out of his trunk and walked with it to see how long the skid marks was, shit like that? I mean, you are dumber than shit, Barry. I mean, seriously.
well, think
man.
about the logic in
I mean,
this.
I really wish you take me for it, dude. I mean, I'm not even joking a little bit.
Barry did this because he could say, well, look, a state trooper said this, so you guys gotta believe him.
But
Anybody with a brain
the
knows.
psychological point I can't drive across, man, enough is he points, this is 20 means 20. Then he goes to hers. Scrolls down. 2. This means number 2 over here on the list.
Right?
You literally
what they do, you know, they
are
do
admitting
it
you're
because
lying through your teeth,
they're
and
the
you know
best,
you're
you know.
lying through your teeth.
Right?
And
It's not an
whether you
honest
like it
mistake.
or anybody else likes
You're
it,
trying
you
to
know,
hustle and scam.
that man said I rolled 20 times, and that's it. I rolled 20 times.
Can you imagine him calling the insurance company
I mean,
and saying,
some people-
hey, I rolled 20 fucking times, man? I mean, you guys are
Got the accident report right here.
I mean, this dude's talking about personal injury 2 weeks after the wreck happened. If he was really hurt,
Think about this. Think about this shit. This is glorious, Dad. He's talking about getting a hold of a lawyer, going to a lawyer show, and then the documents say
you can go to a lawyer the next day. You can get a lawyer right now, but I don't see the sense in getting a lawyer if
Just can't believe that I'm
If
just
they're gonna
that
be
tough of
reasonable.
an individual that I can withstand something like that. Let me tell you something.
Listen to this
To
shit.
be here with my son
Listen to what he said.
in the house my parents bought me, with my animals, with my cars and my trucks and all my, things that make life worth living, okay?
That is so
sad.
fucking sad. Dude, that is so sad.
He did say his son.
He really thinks these fucking cars matter.
He said his son and his animals, but I mean, it's the cars that it's the junk that makes life worth living, dude. I mean, he can't say my family. I mean, my grandkids, because he's got grandkids. Make no
It's going to
mistake
take more
about
than
it.
20 rolls to kill me. I don't think 100 rolls can kill me.
Okay, you guys, I want to say something. Like I always do, but funny thing is, Barry posted a thing talking about us, a TikTok thing, like sometimes I scroll past, right? So I found one that I had saved where it talks about karma. And I like, and Barry, you act like you're this innocent fucking victim and all this shit. No, motherfucker, the truth is we're just your karma. You spent your whole fucking life ruining your mom's marriage, your mom and dad's life, you're fucking robbing, stealing, doing all this stupid shit. Well, guess what, buddy? It just finally caught up to you. But yet, you're one of the people who want to act like a fucking victim. Man has posted 10 fucking shorts about us. And there's probably more. That was 10 shorts of like 2 o'clock today.
He acts like a victim. Then he'll come out and he'll bash it and shit. Then he'll act like a victim. Then it's a tough guy act. Come to my house. Come to my driveway.
That's all. It's an act. That's all. I need. Feel sorry for me.
I really don't.
The fun fact is, none of us said anything with the RV, Barry. Nobody did. But you can't beat me or Dad, Jeff, Fastang, any of our community members with facts. So you got to make up these fake fucking things like the Skylark thing, like the Eleanor's thing, to make you feel like you've accomplished something because you can't do it the real way.
I don't believe I'm indestructible, but I just believe,
Your God.
in the faith of my God and my guardian angels that surround me, and for what I, have endured already in my lifetime, to be here now it's just a miracle.
The fuck did you?
Right. I mean,
And I know
he
that,
acts like he's a combat vet.
He acts like he's lived a life like you lived or something.
My God and my, my angels
The
aren't
shit
gonna
that
give
Dad's
up
been
on
through
me,
would
and
fucking
I'm not
break
gonna
you,
give
Barry.
up. So,
You know the difference between life
no
being Barry, though.
car, truck.
I got burned up pretty good in that fire, dude. My face has got marks on it. My fucking arms look like somebody took a cigarette with them. Have I once put my fucking any of my injuries on this TV talking
We were
about?
at
Look
the
how bad I
hospital
hurt.
We were at the hospital day and I didn't. Why video it?
I mean, have I showed any of my injuries from me getting hurt? No. No, when my fingers got cut off, that was pretty cool. I mean, but if this would happen to Barry, he'd have been on here going, "Look, guys, I got hurt real bad. I'm fucking.
Oh no,
I don't want nobody's sympathy or empathy. This is my fault. This should hurt worse."
Doing what I want to do, and what I want to do is I want to get all these weeds cleaned up and get to work on these cars. So, and I guess I'm going to call one of these.
This is my karma for being
one of these law offices. 1, 2. I got like 6, 3, 4, 5. Where's the other one?
I guarantee you, Barry Rich goes to the ER, dude. They'll be on here talking about, I'm at the ER. I might be dying.
I know that.
Hang on. Barry, you rolled, right? Look at the accident report, Dad. The recreation of it. Look what's happened. It shows exactly what state police thought. Rewind it so you look. The truck got hit. Truck slid sideways, and then landed on its side. The recreation's right here what happened. What the state police thought. Right here. Truck gets hit, it gets sideways, lands on its side. You're a fucktard.
What is done? Well, I would be willing to bet it's happened to this, man. It did tip over on its side, and it rolled up on its top, slid down the road, and rolled back on its side. It landed on.
Right there, and I know that because that's the same fucking thing I got, except mine was Google Earth. It shows exactly how the accident happens.
That's on the move. It's number 20 on that list. Whatever number 20 is in that column is what that means.
Exactly. I wish you'd show a better view of it.
I mean, whatever number 20 in that column is. So anybody has an Ohio incident report, go to the second page and see what number 20 is.
Where's that one?
In that column. And that'll tell you what it means.
There's 6 of them. I know there he is. Gregory Young. That's my favorite one. So I'm going to call one of these lawyers because they're dragging their feet on the personal injury. And, you know, I'm satisfied with the money I got for the damage to the truck. And they made me pay $900 to keep the truck. I'm satisfied with that. I came out, you know, very well. I'm not going to say the figures, but I came out very well. You know, so I
came out better.
I'm really happy about that, you know, and I got to keep what's left of it. I had to pay $900, but you know, it's got a $1,000 motor. It's $500 of the tires. It's got a $500 transmission and probably a $300-400 transfer case. I mean, there's money sitting there, you know. Plus,
Engine, it was good. It was worth $1,500, Barry. You're right. Transmission looked good. $500 to $1,000. Transfer case, anywhere from $150 to $200.
That transmission, $500,000 that transmission's a $300 to $500 transmission. Depending on how many miles are on it, how clean the fluid is.
See, that's what Dad. Rear end being HD. I know what throwing them self work because I just sold one. That's fucking $200 right there.
I still
I got 5 on one I got.
Try to knock it out and bust it up and straighten it out and maybe put a cab on
doing
whatever I
berries,
gotta do. Dude, I'm going to use it around here for the property if it'd be a great yard truck, like a lot of other people say.
Yeah,
You know,
and you notice how much you've done that, right?
No, I'm never going to put this truck through that subjective, you know, impacts. You know, even if you put a cab on it and a bed on it, it's never going to be as good as it ever, you know, as it once was. I don't care what you do with it. So. But that's okay because it's just going to be
if they would have just seen you put plastic caps on the rockers and just seen how rotted out it really is, you would have got those money you did get.
If I ever get in that class and
that's what you got to, right?
Up good enough because the tag's still good.
Huh?
I'll just keep renewing
that's
the tag.
the one you got them plastic caps for the rockers. You get all the rust. Yeah, exactly. If they'd seen all that rust, you would have got what you got.
You know. But yeah, we just wanted to come on here and try to straighten that out. You know, we rolled 20 times, and for you non-believers out there, continue not to believe.
The proof was in everything you just fucking showed, Barry.
Right.
Okay?
And what makes it worse is the proof. You know, there's proof that you know you're lying, and you're still lying
anyway. It says
anyway.
it right on the crash report. The cop put it on there to state.
You know how to read the report. You can't use any excuse.
He asked me how many times I've rolled. I told him 5 times. I knew I rolled more than that, but you know, let him figure that out. You know, he's a police officer. Let him do his job. Let him figure it out. He knows how the distance was from where the impact point A happened, and then point B.
Barry, it shows on there exactly what happened. You stupid
which
fucker.
Was a long distance. Go back and check out that video. Dad's crash site. Check out that video.
And so, because it's a long distance, that automatically means that you rolled. No, because it shows you got hit, truck got sideways, slid, and then rolled over on its side.
My son showed it. He walked it. Actually, he ran it.
Lurch fucking walked it, and we're supposed to yeah, because I believe his mathematical skills.
Hold on. The vehicle that struck me to where me and my truck was. It's a long, I'd say it's close to an 8 mile.
The report shows that the truck was here
my
and
son
ended
rode
here.
back and forth
what do you
there
want?
and back to me, you know, because he was worried about his dad, you know. He was worried that I was going to.
Since when have you been that boy's dad? You are a dad. You're not a father. There's a difference.
Leave him, and
you can be a dad,
him, you know?
but it takes a real man to be a father.
It's going to take more than that, son, to take me away from you, you know. I'll fight to the last, you know, tooth and nail, you know. And I got no teeth already, so I already fought the last of that.
See? How you gonna bust on anybody for not having any teeth?
You know?
I mean,
I'll fight to the
you
last.
self-projecting,
you know, tooth and nail.
That
and I got no teeth already, so I already fought the last of that. But I'll fight to the last nail, and I got 5 on this hand and 5 on the other, and I got 10 toenails. So
you're
yeah,
the
we'll fight
biggest
to the last
hypocrite on
nail.
YouTube. I swear to God, dude.
It's not going to be an easy task. You know, somebody or whoever it is, you plan on taking me out of this world. I'll tell you one thing: you better pack your breakfast, your lunch, and your dinner for the next week, because I ain't going anywhere. No.
I'm sure somebody out there, Barry's got your kryptonite.
No, you can't force me. You can't make me. You can't try to kill me, you know? Pull out in front of me, because if you do now, I'm getting the drive shaft fixed on this truck. You do that now, this is what you're going to see. Yeah. You call.
Another fucking
We
broken
all.
promise.
Oh, dude. She
Yeah,
T-boned
I'm
you,
driving
right?
this
I
truck.
mean,
I'll get
so
this
what
crash
the
hat
fuck is
fixing
the
this
matter
truck.
anyway?
Start driving it all the time. This one and the white truck. Those are the trucks I'm going to start using. I am going to buy
Something
me a little
else he said he's gonna
half-ton,
do.
you know, to put
Never
around
did.
and do pickup stuff. But these trucks here, I'm going to try to stay in these trucks. You know, I really, 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 really want to stay in a truck like this because you got idiots that's going to pull out in front of you. Let them do that in that truck. See what happens to them. You know, I got another one out over here. The famous white truck, we call it.
Isn't that like a room for error, Dad? Somebody runs something, pulled out in front of Barry. I guess it would be their fault because they came into it. I mean,
yeah. You don't want to pull out in front of me when I'm going down the road. And this.
Barry, you better hope you don't get wrecked. That fucking cow will fold up. We've all seen the floors in it, the rockers.
Yeah. All right, guys, that's it. I just wanted to come on here and talk about the the accident scene.
Gain some sympathy.
What they said, and apologize to Jeff's Salt Ladder's father. I don't know if you're watching anymore, but if you are, we apologize. It's just don't come on so strong and don't be a non-believer. We don't like non-believers,
No,
You know what I mean?
exactly.
If you don't suck his dick, drink the Kool-Aid.
Be a believer,
Why are you... So you compare yourself to Jesus Christ. Now you're talking about believers and non-believers. You are a fucking cult leader. Wanna be.
Because we are. See you in the next one, guys. Bye-bye.
And where are you getting Salt Ladder at? Dude, you're an idiot. By the way, go check out Mako. Great guys. Let's see here. Let's watch this shit. Let's see if we can find a video on it. Just to show you guys what a roller would look like. Do 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 do. Let's see. I don't know what the fuck this shit is right here. Let's see.